Outerplates is a local multiplayer game in which two teams of 2 players are competing to be the first team to deliver 2 recipes to the monster of the land. Each recipe is composed of 4 ingredients. Players must bring their ingredients to the correct zoo chef to prepare each ingredient. Once all 4 ingredients have been prepared, the recipe will appear in that team's finisher. The recipe then needs to be delivered to the monster for that team to score a point. After each point, the round resets until one team has 2 points, in which case that team will win the game. Players have guns that they can use to shoot the other team. This can be used to slow the other team's progress and to advance their own team's progress towards delivering the recipe. When a team prepares an ingredient, all the players from that team receive a buff. These buffs can be activated to gain an advantage in the gameplay. There are 4 buffs: speed, fire rate, stun, and immunity. The speed buff allows for that player to move very quickly. The fire rate buff allows for players to shoot rapidly with unlimited ammo. The stun buff activates a sphere of electricity that stuns nearby players. The immunity buff makes it so that a player can no longer be hit. There are also hazards in the environment that can slow the player's progress if they don't account for them. Each environment has 2 hazards. One of the hazards in the Tangy Tides environment is the shootable rocks. Players can shoot these rocks to make them fall. If they hit a player, then that player gets stunned. These rocks can also be shot out of the way once they have fallen in order to clear the path. The other hazard in Tangy Tides is the meteors. A meteor shower starts up at random intervals. They can hit players to stun them and hit ingredients to destroy them. One of the hazards in the freeze-dried level is the hands. These come up at random intervals. If a player is in range, then that player gets stunned. If an ingredient or recipe is in range of the hand, then it'll be taken and destroyed. Hands can be shot to force them to move back down. The other hazard in freeze-dried is the moving walls. When a pressure plate is stepped on, the walls with the corresponding colors move. These walls can block the paths of players, forcing them to take another route. There is also a time attack mode, which is made for if there's only one player, or if multiple players want to be on the same team and work together. In this game mode, the player or players have to deliver recipes to the monster to try to make it past the most amount of rounds. Each round has less and less time to complete the recipe, so players need to strategize as the time constraints makes the delivery more challenging. One alteration to the level is that there are falling rocks. These are similar to the shootable rocks in the Tangy Tides level, but instead these rocks fall down once the player gets close. Like with the other rocks, these rocks can also be shot to be cleared from the path again. Another alteration to this game mode is how the buffs are given out. Buffs have a random chance of being given out each time a player prepares an ingredient. When given out, the player will receive either the speed or immunity buff. The speed buff is beneficial to help players quickly move across the map when they start running low on time. The immunity buff can help players protect themselves from the hazards in the level.